My name's Marcel Whitby. I'm a salesman at Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale here in Arizona, and I'm a father of two, and I'm the lucky husband of a beautiful, loving, caring wife. But I've been living in Arizona for a year now. Of course, I've tried to get myself back in shape. I jog as frequently as I can, or as often as I can. I enjoy a hike every now and then, but I just can't seem to get rid of it. I don't want to be one of those people that just commits to a contract at a gym with the personal trainer when right now I don't feel I'm motivated enough to be able to do that. I'm here at Infini Cosmetics today to see Dr. Hall. I'm looking to get a bit of liposurgery done for my upper and lower abdominal section. The reason why I chose Infini Cosmetics is simply because of Dr. Hall. And I was very, very impressed with the doctor that I have allowed to take responsibility for my body. They say your body's your temple, and I want to make sure that I have the right person building it.
Today we're going to be doing a liposculpture procedure on our patient. This is a very typical procedure for us, and a procedure that I do on almost a daily basis. At this point in my career, in 2016, I've done approximately 9,000 liposculpture procedures. Our patient today, his name is Marcel, and he's actually a very typical client of ours. He came to me a few months back, and we spoke at length about why he wanted this liposuction procedure. It's a very typical story that I hear in respect that he has tried a lot of things in his lifestyle changes, dieting, exercising, and they work, but then he falls backwards, and they work and he'll fall backwards again. So this is the most important part, Marcel. This is where we essentially create our map and our guidelines for how we're going to sculpt the areas out. And I know you mentioned to me on multiple occasions when we'd met in my office that the biggest, most important area for you was this abdominal fat. You're relatively thin all over. This just doesn't match up. It's a lot more dense, and you're a lot thicker here than you are on the rest of your body. So I agree with you in that respect. I think if we can knock out this and the love handles, it's really going to give you that head start you need from that point. So I'm going to carefully outline here how I'm going to approach this, kind of my standard way. Different doctors will have different ways of mapping things out according to what their needs are or what the particular patient's needs are. One important area I want to point out is this intercostal area, this rib cage area up here. The belly typically ends right at the lower end of the ribs right here. But in your case, and this is something I see often missed from a lot of physicians performing liposuction, is they'll do the abdomen, but they'll leave out these two little fat pads up here. So we're going to definitely feather those down up there, and then we're going to come down here to the biggest portion of the rest of the abdomen. So the markings we make in liposuction, they're really no different than a topographical map, with the circles showing the high points that we want to make sure guide us as we lay the patient down and are doing the surgery. So now we're going to come down on the sides, and we'll use these natural guidelines here. We'll put a little tiny incision right here, put one right here. I already showed you that one. We'll probably put one right here and right here. So when I do an abdomen, I almost always use 5 incision points. Some of the pioneers in this field who taught me the procedure, we use many more. But more traditionally, doctors might just use 1 or 2. So it just takes time. You know, this is a very detailed approach that we need to have for each patient to ensure the most optimal result that could happen with liposuction. Again, just our outlines of the areas that we want to attack. We'll just follow his natural waistline around here. Put another little incision here, there. Same thing symmetrically on both sides.
I hope basically I don't expect to look like I was when I was 21, but I'm hoping that this the surgery will help me a lot in terms of giving me the motivation to get out there, eat more healthily, exercise more, take better care of my body. It wasn't so noticeable living in London, England, where I'm from, as the weather is keeps you indoors most of the time, but certainly living here in Arizona, I felt I wanted to take advantage more of the beautiful weather and the scenery. And like I said, I do try and hike and run as much as I can, but I can't seem to shake off or even get in a position where I'm more motivated. So it's been a few weeks now since the procedure and I feel amazing. I love the way I look. I love the way it makes me feel. I feel a lot more confident at work. Everybody, staff and customers have complimented on how well I look. I'm eating a lot healthier. I'm still at the gym, trying hard, but basically all around I just feel like it was the right thing for me. It's definitely something that's motivated me even more to be a healthier, better person. My wife and kids absolutely love the way I look, in particular my wife. Dr. Hall and Infini Cosmetics was definitely the right thing for me to do. Dr. Hall's been amazing. He's been checking up on me afterwards to make sure the procedure went well. So have the staff, and I just feel like a whole better person. And I just think that choosing Infini Cosmetics and his particular Dr. Hall was the right thing for me to do. So thank you very, very much, Dr. Hall. You made myself so happy, as well as my wife. She really, really appreciates it. Infini Cosmetics, I'd recommend to anybody.